Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Shit. Oh, what's up? Trying to steal me a wing before I go to sleep.
Now Tony Romo on first down. A dump off.
Romo is back.
He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield.
Hey, that's the black Tony Romo.
This referee said get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
I just thought about this shit.
Match up against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz. He's going to win that battle just about every time.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Here we go. A first carry down for Alex Collins. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Romo, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Man, that last play, man,
Charles Harris, he's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down, as on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami.
Damn.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles.
Oh, hey, man, I ain't tripping. I mean, you ain't gonna see me no complain about that shit, because I like to run all too, but I be forgetting that shit too, because I run it in other leagues. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they'll throw my whole game off over there. But they watching, so they might say something.
On 2nd down, Marino.
No, I still do it right there. Ooh!
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
What the hell is that?
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Marino, 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roll free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Romo here on first down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they work this out past the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Romo. And he's got it to Hurns. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go play action here on first down.
Get the
He was looking for Alex Collins that time. And it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 46 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now Elliott. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Romo.
Look at
He was looking for Terrence Williams.
Hey, you did that, bro. You did that. You made me rush that. You missed that tackle. You made me rush that. You did that. Oh, that was some pressure.
He's not hit, and somehow incomplete.
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
I'm in 11.
Go by the wayside
I might be able to do it. I might be able to do one more. Yeah, I can because I'm starting a new job. I'm off like 3 days. I'm only working 3 days 1 week and 4 days the other week. So I got a lot more time now.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'll take it. Yeah, I take the Raiders because I got 2 Raider teams. I got other 2 Raider teams too. I like try to keep the same team. So I got 2 Cowboy teams, 2 Green Bay teams. Now I got, if you give me that, I have 3 Raiders teams. So let's go, y'all. I'll take field goal. Fuck it.
Now Romo on 3rd and goal.
Get that back.
That is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hurns, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys
right there, too. I just took a chance. I said, fuck it. See, they don't let them start saying Tony Gunn. I used to do his last Madden, but they would never say his name when I changed his name. This year they saying his name. I changed both his name and both my Cowboy teams.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Get over there. Ooh, nice. Oh, shit. Ooh, fuck.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Ooh.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
Give me that! Give me that! Give me that!
It's loose, and the Cowboys have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Romo now to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Collins. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
All right.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Romo. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
I don't like his stick this year, man.
Is going to cost him about 7
his
yards.
Stick last year, man.
Taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know
he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, it's Marino. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Marino will look to throw on first. Flushed out right.
That's it. Shit.
And throw right side complete to Parker. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back.
Good shit.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle.
Come on, y'all.
There, he does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. A pitch out to Drake.
Come on,
and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Marino, and that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now here come the Cowboys. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, look at this. I seen it. Come on.
Here with a penalty flag on the field.
It's good. Yeah,
Decent game. They'll offer not on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Romo now on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 3rd and 2, it's Romo. He finds Hearns left side. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter,
on my
he's
man. I was going to
over
originally
100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down, Romo.
Shit.
Eluding the pressure right.
Let's go.
He finds his man, exhausted.
Come on.
He takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Romo drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Romo. And this is
Go, boy.
for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup is
I lost him in my
touchdown
player.
of the year.
No,
And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again.
Give me that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that's my rookie.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. After the interception, here's Romo.
Good shit.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
Good shit.
Play action supposed to be used to slow down pressure,
that's a
slow
nice
down
blitz.
blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Romo now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I thought I was going to
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And the punt team on now as this one set away. We'll see what he can do on the return.
Oh. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble now. Where you at? Alright.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision.
Good beat, boy.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, Marino. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot!
On 3rd down, Marino forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He's got a first down past the 30.
I cannot believe this.
Right around the 34. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, Marino. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Marino on play action. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Oh!
A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man.
Now
yeah, they fucked you on
the
that one.
last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Marino here from the gun. Oh, he got possession on him, and he pulls it in. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. There.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better.
No, go ahead.
We'll find out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'm used to leave with that. I already got my article set. I got everything set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Y'all hang in there because, y'all usually fall apart at the end. Thought I was good.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. He's going to
get that. Thank you, Morgan.
Hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, Elliott.
Oh, look at me. Look at me.
And we limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they get loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Romo. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Somebody get over there.
Fielded at the 20. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Give me that.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Trying to get it that time to Stills.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Romo. Looking for Burns, and it's intercepted. Nice. Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go.
That was my first spot. I'll try to go that way.
After the interception, here's Marino. Dancing to his left.
What's he doing?
He's going to flip
Somebody
one
get
out
over
here
there.
to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across.
Should have challenged that shit.
Nice gain of 21
I wonder if
yards.
they probably say, you know, the trap.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry.
Man, I know my stick fucked up, man. This dude gonna do shit. I was trying to dive, anything.
Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Marino sets up. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, it's Malone. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They're going on 4th down. Marino being chased out left.
That's not bad. Look at this shit.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Doris Felton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. This is Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Romo. And he's got it to Hearns. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with the lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back now in Arlington. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now with a play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll try the air now with Romo. A dump off to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 1st down throw. Romo escaping the pressure right.
Keep that, boy. Let's go.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Oh, shit.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Here's Marino. Flush to his right. Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They go back to
I think that,
and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go to Elliott again, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
No good. You got to be
kidding me. Stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something.
Big plays, y'all. No big quick score.
Result,
watch the quick score.
For an NFL kicker.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He was looking that time for Stills, and that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
They get it to him running left.
Oh!
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Yeah, that's what I just started doing. When somebody else hit me up and gave me a hint. It's like, man, you need to run the ball more.
Good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd
so
and
I'm forcing
goal?
myself to run the ball more. Because I'm getting too much of a throwing match.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Yeah, I got to start running there.
Point after try, 4th coming.
I guarantee you every league, as of right now, leading picks. I'll be forgetting to drill it. I drill the ball too much.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
A lot better than mine.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
Now I'm bored. No
wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10 now. Marino. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Oh, Come on, baby.
Almost intercepted.
Come on, Jones.
Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Who that?
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Buying time to his left. And he finds Stills, complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now Marino. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Marino will throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Yeah.
And that one almost intercepted.
John.
Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers.
Now Marino coughs it up. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. The try here for the point after. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Talking about a win like that, like you said, in the dome.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position.
They just doing you all type of way today. I have been to these type of games before too.
On the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it
as it is. Definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
I'm knocking at my door. I was knocking at my door.
They'll run it now, out of the gun.
Ooh. Yeah, that's that game. That's one of them games. Yeah, I don't have. I just, go ahead. I just go ahead and finish. So, I'm trying to play my game. Yeah, that's how I do. Sometimes with that shit, just when it's rolling, it's rolling.
To throw is Marino. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Just a little
but that's how I'll be when I be down and I'm trying to come back.
These last 2 weeks combined.
I know still the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that
slow.
nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. About 3 yards there to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Elliott. And a spin again. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of the team.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here.
Yeah, that's nice. Damn, I keep missing.
Can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far.
My kicker shit gonna be down. Yeah, somebody's gonna catch it next week, huh?
And off it goes.
Who you play next week?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
So which is that league is a 48-hour league?
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Marino once more. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Marino to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The give to Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Yeah, that's what that be too. Yeah, that happened.
Elliott.
Oh, boy, you done that,
take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go.
Here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Right.
On third down, this is Collins. And this play gets blown up.
You seen you seen the invite?
17.
Yeah. You got my. All right, bet. Good game though.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommend.